Be the change you want to see in the world.
A group of friends decided to go to a place in Africa, a poverty-stricken town. And amidst the poor shelters, somewhere in the dark corner, they can see a stage made of straw. And on the stage, there are children dancing, children laughing, singing, having fun with one another. And among them is a slightly older gentleman. He is the instructor. So this group of friends that are visiting, they decide to approach the instructor. One of them asked, "Why are you teaching them to be world-class dancers? They will never be world-class dancers. Won't it be better if we teach them maths or science, something more useful for their lives?" The instructor, in a very calm and composed manner, simply replied, "I am not teaching them to be world-class dancers. I am teaching them to go through life with a smile." That simple story showcased the wonders of the arts. Art opens the mind, opens the heart. It's a source of interactivity, a source of friendship, a source of achievement. Yes, the example is about dance, but it applies to all the different fabrics of the arts, be it visual arts, performing arts, music, so on and so forth. They say a picture speaks 1,000 words. A motion is 1,000 pictures. Do you remember decades ago there was the old kind of films, the vintage ones? An emotion is 1,000 motion. So it's better for us to pass emotions to one another rather than us giving them photographs or even just talking non-stop like what I'm doing now. So today you are going to see a lot of photographs. Today I hope to share with you the wonders of community art. How art makes the world a more colorful place, visually, but more importantly, emotionally. To showcase what is community art, I will share with you about a recent project that we did in Punggol. Basically, MDG murals. Block 174D, Edgedale Plains. Over 400 people from respective industries coming together for over 1,000 volunteer hours to basically allow art to reach the heart, transforming Heartlander into Artlander. With that, art connects different groups of people, and if you can see, this large mural that was created shows a rising sun, but more importantly, strictly no brushes. Finger painting, different communities coming together to basically make the environment more colorful, more vibrant. This is an accidental piece that came out from our artworks. MDG murals, we wanted to basically create we wanted to create 2 different MDGs. However, 4 accidentally came out. They are universal primary education, environment sustainability, universal partnership, as well as, what's the last one? Empowering women, yes. So this was a photograph taken at our pilot project during the MDG murals. 2 hands, 1 brush. We worked with 6 people who are visually handicapped, 6 people from the corporate sector, as well as 6 artists, coming together, different hearts melting as one powerful force. So with that, art is for anyone and everyone. So these are some other MDG murals that were created, like empowering women. We have very cute little girls with graduation caps, as well as making the surrounding more colorful. One of my colleagues was interning at the Mexican embassy, and she managed to befriend a Mexican artist that was having her holiday in Singapore. We invited her to be a facilitator, and later on, she actually curated her own mural. So this is a very unique form of holiday for her. Something which is a different kind of take, to paint another country. So in her own style, she then showcased environment sustainability. It's a source of interactivity. She guided fellow budding artists, as well as shared her own culture accordingly. Art to the heart. Art with a heart, for a heart, makes us feel love. It's a source of achievement, and more importantly, it connects people together from different race, language, or religion. All of us coming together to make the society more colorful. So who benefits from community art? There can be basically a triangle of mentor artists. These are professional artists, perhaps representing art galleries or art lecturers. Budding artists, students from art schools, or even working adults that enjoy art as a hobby. And the last aspect, non-artists or community group. So these three powerful forces coming together to make the society more colorful, visually, and more importantly, emotionally. Community group looks into two parts. The corporate sector as a form of CSR, corporate social responsibility, team bonding, and yes, they do have a little bit of finance that help to sustain community art, as well as social service groups, people who are blind, painting on the wall, ex-convicts, integrating in society. So it's a source for us to feel ownership, a source for us to feel connected to the world. I will share with you a story of an 8-year-old named Aisha. Aisha came to Singapore 2 years ago with her parents who are working in the finance industry. While we were painting some murals, out of the blue, she appeared in front of us, saying, "I want to paint, I want to paint." Soon, we gave her blue paint. So through the guidance of a budding artist, she learned about the rich heritage of the area. The area used to be a chicken and pig farm. Now she knows. This will always be a story in her mind. She will definitely tell this to her grandchildren when she becomes a grandmother. Another person I would like to point out, while we were doing this public mural at the same place in Queen's Close, our main objective was to connect two very different foreigner groups, the expatriates community as well as migrant workers. Two very different foreign groups coming together to basically learning about the heritage, being integrated, and more importantly, making the society more colorful, visually and emotionally. Anthony is French. He came to Singapore, I think, a few years ago. He thought that his hobby of street art will eventually die off. However, through knowing about what Social Creative does, since then he has been very active in our programs. And now he's married to a Singaporean. My artist, is a good source of interaction, and they do get a lot of phone numbers from girls as well. Unfortunately, I do the behind the scenes work, so I'm kind of deprived in the area. We do engage the corporate sector. Sometimes our working habits, we tend to be in different departments, just working, and interactivity, team bonding can be something that is missing. We engage Keppel Corporation for the volunteers to then paint a public mural. This public mural is quite artistic, where we have a Medusa of different colors coming together to showcase colors of diversity. Basically, something that when you look at it, it opens your mind, opens your heart, opens your soul. They enjoyed the project, they put it on their website, some very favoring words. And now we are speaking to them, hoping they will give us a bit of finance, as well as having a monthly activity. Together with the Social Enterprise Association, we hope to grow community art by beating the Guinness Book of Records for the largest indoor mural. We hope to have about 600 panels of 2 by 1 meters adopted by different corporates, perhaps at $1,000 each. But imagine 600 panels of different communities coming together, transforming, interacting, making the surrounding more colorful, and it becoming a larger jigsaw puzzle, a multi-hands jigsaw puzzle. Some of you may ask, how did we start? Why are we doing this? Who started this? Well, about 3 years ago, a group of youth, average age 19.3, 40 of us came together to do a very simple project, which was the painting of dustbins along Orchard Road. Which do you prefer? Why are all dustbins one color? If it's one color, the way we look at it will also be one color. If it's colorful, the way we look at it will also be colorful. So what we hope to do is to make dustbins colorful, the environment colorful, the world colorful, visually, and more importantly, emotionally. Then we came together, and through a lot of learning involved, these groups of youth basically want to sustain the organization, sustain what we do. So as a result, we formed Social Creatives. We were paid compliments through the kind support and 5 other organizations organizing a similar kind of project. The National Environment Agency, national parks, schools, town councils, and many other smaller initiatives here and there. And we also did another 88 dustbins, which currently exists in the Central Business District. Art anywhere and everywhere. Art to the heart. Art for you and me. If you ask anyone to draw a house on a piece of paper, all of us would draw the same kind of house, which is square-shaped, triangular roof, 2 windows, and a door in the center. Perhaps there's a chimney with smoke coming out, and a crooked alley, and a sun on the top right-hand corner. 2 trees. There will always be 2, one at each corner. But the question is, where can you find a house like that? Anywhere. Even in Singapore, I mean, there are very hot girls such as that lady over there. You know, with a chimney with smoke coming out doesn't make sense. It's really very hot. But then again, all of us will draw something very similar, something very common, something that exists despite our race, language, or religion. The house that we should draw should be something different. Think differently. Think outside the box. Imagine our home being a colorful place with many colors, many fabrics. If we see a blank wall, imagine the world as your canvas. With these little things, we make things possible. With little things, together it becomes a big thing. The word impossible is actually I am possible. Thank you.